So today we continue our conversation on circles with something called circumference. Circumference is known as the calculation of the distance around a circle. So it's very much like perimeter of a figure. However, in this case it's a circle. It's hard to take a ruler and measure the outside of a circle, so we calculate something known as circumference when we're calculating the distance around a circle. We're also going to review how to find the diameter and radius of a circle, and then we're going to apply that to calculating the circumference of a circle. So we're going to start off with a little bit of review from what we talked about in class today. The diameter of a circle, which is the longest chord that goes through the center of a circle and from one side to the other side of a circle, is equal to twice the radius. The radius of a circle is half of the diameter. So in symbols we know that diameter is going to equal twice radius and radius is going to equal half diameter. Okay? So let's keep moving. Well, what is circumference? Again, circumference is the distance around a circle, as you can see there. The circumference of a circle is equal to pi times its diameter, or pi times twice its radius. So we have these two formulas that we can use interchangeably. Circumference equals pi times diameter, or circumference equals 2 times pi times r. We know that pi is equal to approximately 3.14. We know it's an irrational number, meaning the decimal actually goes on forever without a pattern, but without a repeating pattern. But we usually round it up to 3.14 for ease of calculation. So if I'm given a problem where I'm given the diameter, I'm more likely going to use this formula. But if I'm given a formula where I'm given a circle where I know the radius, I'm more likely going to jump straight to this formula. However, if I'm given the diameter, I know the radius, so either formula is fine to use. All right, let's start with an easier example. The diameter of a circle is 48 centimeters. Find the radius. So I just want to know what the radius is. So I know that if diameter is equal to 48 centimeters, radius equals half of diameter. So that means that my radius is going to equal to 48 divided by 2, or in this case, 24 centimeters. Okay, so let's try another example. Find the circumference of a circle with a radius of 35 inches. Now remember, circumference equals pi times diameter, or circumference equals 2 pi r. Both formulas mean the same thing, but in this case, since I'm given the radius, I'm going to use this formula. So circumference equals 2 pi r. I know that pi equals 3.14. So I'm going to calculate circumference equals 2 multiplied by 3.14 multiplied by 35. So I'll give you a chance to calculate this before I give you the answer. So you should get circumference equals 219.8 inches. So since this is a two-dimensional measurement, I'm going around the circle. It's just going to be inches. Okay, it's not like area. I'm not measuring this in square inches. I'm measuring it in just straight inches. All right, another problem where I'm asked to find the circumference given just the radius. So again, circumference equals 2 pi r. I would pause at this point and try this problem without me. Circumference equals 2 multiplied by 3.14 multiplied by 4.2. I'll give you a chance to multiply in your calculator. And you should get circumference equals 26.376 centimeters. Now typically I'll ask you to round to the 10th, which is this place right here. So this will be 26.4 centimeters. Okay, so let's keep moving. John is making a circular table that has a top with a diameter of 24 inches. Find the circumference of the table and round to the nearest tenth. So in this case, since I'm given the diameter, I'm going to use the formula that states circumference equals pi times diameter. So since circumference is equal to pi times diameter, that's just going to be 3.14 multiplied by 24. I'll give you a chance to calculate. That'll give me circumference equals to 75.36 but since I'm asked to round to the nearest tenth, I'm going to round that to circumference equals 75.4 inches. Now let's say you're more comfortable with circumference equals 2 pi r. No problem. Circumference is going to equal 2 multiplied by 3, 2 multiplied by 3.14 multiplied by 12 in this case, since the diameter or the radius is 12. So again, I'm going to get circumference equals, when I multiply that all out, 75.36, which rounds to 75.4. So you get the same answer either way. Alright, so let's get into that problem of the day. For tomorrow, I want you to calculate the circumference of each of these two circles, and we'll put these up on the board first thing in class. Alright, have a great night, and I'll see you tomorrow.